Hello, this is Mark Satterfield, and welcome to the Velvet Rope Playbook. Tonight's chapter: The Tale of Two Young Men, or How the Wall Street Journal Made Guilt Look Classy. It starts like every college reunion story that ends in emotional damage. On a beautiful late spring afternoon 25 years ago, two young men graduated from the same college. You can feel the foreshadowing. Two guys, same cap, same gown. Two parents crying in the bleachers. Fast forward 25 years. One's the boss, the other not the boss. And according to the ad, the only difference, one subscribed to the Wall Street Journal. That's it. Forget hard work, talent, or connections. Apparently, the journal is the magic link. Hard to believe, but if they printed it, I guess it must be true. That was the single most successful direct mail letter in history. It ran for decades and pulled in more cash than some religions, all by politely suggesting you might be a disappointment. It didn't sell news, it sold relief. Relief that you were still one issue away from success, and that with a small subscription, you could finally outrun that smug guy from Econ 101. There were no exclamation points, no limited time offer, just a calm, reassuring voice saying, "You could be the other guy." It's devastating in its politeness. It didn't yell at you, it disappointed you. Like getting a passive aggressive note from your future self. And yes, you'd have to pay for the privilege. Now, if you enjoy this kind of elegant self reflection disguised as marketing insight and want to use it to attract wealthier clients without losing your dignity, well, head on over to getwealthyclients.com. And when you're there, you'll find my books, my programs, and an indecent amount of free material that will make your marketing feel like the first young man in the story: polished, confident, and moderately intimidating. Okay, back to our cautionary tale. That letter worked because it was a mirror. Two graduates, same start line. One wins, one wanders. It didn't matter which one you actually were, it made you feel like the second guy. And the only way to fix that feeling was a $129 subscription. This was marketing genius. Create anxiety and then sell the aspirin. There were no graphics, no celebrity endorsement, just paragraphs of text. But the voice sounded like authority itself. You thought, well, if they wrote it, it must be right. It didn't matter that the premise was absurd. Deep down, you hoped reading about other people's success might be contagious. Look, we've all been there. You read the journal twice and start giving unsolicited economic takes at brunch. That's fine. We've all subscribed to worse things. Now, if this letter was written now, it would open as a YouTube ad. Two entrepreneurs opened LinkedIn this morning. One posted a thought leadership article, the other actually made money. Cut to a narrator. Which one are you? And before you can hit skip, you've already clicked learn more, because we never really grow out of wanting to be the first guy. The brilliance of the letter wasn't what it said, it's what it implied. The journal never bragged, "Our readers are elite." It simply suggested the elite read us. And you thought, well, I like being in elite company, even though your company was mostly imposter syndrome. But it was an invitation wrapped inside a warning. Elegant menace, the business class version of "You up?" Now, there were never two young men, completely made up. No data, no footnotes, just narrative confidence. But people swore they knew them. "I went to school with those guys." That's how persuasive it was. We retrofitted our own memories to match the sales copy. You weren't buying a newspaper, you were buying a parallel universe where you made all the right moves. And here's where the copywriter in all of us smiles, because after spinning this heartfelt morality play, the letter finally drops the pitch. Right now, you can subscribe to the Wall Street Journal for just $129. After all that buildup, it lands like an infomercial. You half expect the next line to be, "But wait, there's more. If you subscribe in the next 10 minutes, we'll throw in your self respect absolutely free." And you know what? People did rush to buy, because deep down we love a bargain, even on redemption. We all have a first young man that we're chasing. Maybe it's your old classmate, your competitor, or that annoyingly well lit guy on Instagram. The journal just put it on paper and made it socially acceptable to feel insecure. Now, if you'd like to be the first young man in your market, the one clients admire, competitors gossip about, and everyone assumes has an offshore account, go to getwealthyclients.com. But wait, there's more. Act now, and you'll also get my complete library of training, strategy guides, and templates for turning quiet confidence into client attraction. Nah, it won't make you taller, richer, or suddenly fluent in finance bro banter, but it will make you sound like the person everyone else is secretly Googling before meetings. Okay, back to the letter. The letter ran for nearly 50 years. That's half a century of profitable insecurity. By the end, both fictional men would have been retired, probably still comparing golf scores. And that's the legacy of great marketing. It doesn't just sell, it echoes. Charles Atlas sold you revenge. The Wall Street Journal sold you reassurance. Both promised that with the right purchase, you'd finally feel like the main character. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. Because if you can tell a story that makes people laugh at their insecurities and then buy something to fix them, well, my friend, you're the first young man now. And yes, if you'd like to speed that process up, you know where to go. GetWealthyClients.com. This is Mark Satterfield. Thanks for listening to this chapter of the Velvet Rope Playbook. I'll be back at you soon with something new, but until then, bye for now.